What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on my video, smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. Turn on your notifications. And go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. And if you got a breakdown or a prediction you'd like me to do for you, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about my live shows. I go live every Wednesday and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm also live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's go ahead and get it popping. Let's get into our video. And today, Terence Crawford tells us that YouTube or YouTubers are killing boxing because they don't know what the hell they talking about. I don't want to put words in that man's mouth, bro. Hold on. Give you boy a second. Let me find it. I want to read it to you verbatim, right? So we ain't cutting no corners, man. And smash the like button, man, as we get into this video, because this one's gonna be a good one. He say a lot of y'all YouTubers that just be making their podcasts be killing boxing because y'all don't know what the y'all be talking about. So YouTubers are killing boxing. Basically going at the people that are critical of him right now for not fighting Errol Spence, saying that YouTubers are killing boxing. Now, I wholeheartedly 100%, 1000% disagree. Even if you on the other side of it, bro, even if you somebody that's capping for Terence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? If you somebody that's out here making it okay that he's fighting David Avenesian, if you take my beliefs about the situation with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, I believe Terence Crawford don't want to fight that man. I believe he ducked Errol Spence Jr. I believe he be contradicting himself and lying all the time. If you take what I think, right, and you flip it, and you disagree with everything that I say, and you got a YouTube channel, I wouldn't even say that you was bad for boxing. I don't think YouTubers are bad for boxing, whether they know what they talking about or don't know what they talking about. I think YouTube is the lifeblood of boxing, bro. Regardless of my personal feelings towards certain content creators, who I agree with, who I disagree with, who I think fraudulent, who I think fake, who I think real, YouTube is the only thing that's keeping boxing alive, bro. Like ain't no talk shows really talking about boxing like that. The only time you'll see a talk show talk about boxing if it's a huge fight coming up. And then you got selective shows here and there that may talk about it every now and then. But on a daily basis, YouTube is the only place that you can go to hear people talk about boxing every single day. It's the only media platform where if you're looking for Terence Crawford content, Errol Spence content, Gervonta Tank Davis content, Devin Haney content, Canelo Alvarez, Dimitri Bivol, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. And let's not even talk about the lower weight classes. Ain't nobody on these talk shows talking about Chocolatito, bro. Only place you're going to hear about Jaime Munguia, who has a fight this week, is going to be on YouTube, bro. So you can't say that YouTubers are killing boxing when it's really the only thing that's keeping your sport alive, bro. To be 100% real with you. And honestly, this is where I wish fighters would educate themselves and really think before they talk, because I can think of a lot of shit that's killing boxing. Fighters not fighting each other. The fact that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford are not fighting, that's something that could be killing boxing. The fact that Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade not fighting, that's killing boxing. You understand what I'm saying? MJ Akhmadaliev, Stephen Fulton not fighting, that's killing boxing. Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell Jr. never fighting, that's killing boxing. Real shit. Waiting on Devin Haney and Tank Davis. Devin Haney, Shakur. Waiting on fights like that is killing boxing. Tyson Fury fighting fucking Derek Chisora for a third time, and Usyk possibly having a fight a mandatory against Philip Hergovich instead of those two guys fighting each other. Shit like that is killing boxing. Crooked ass sanctioning bodies that will see someone test dirty. In the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, seeing that Oscar Valdez is a dirty fighter, seeing that he cheated, going against their own rules to make sure that man can fight. That's killing boxing, bro. Like I don't know what world Terence Crawford is living in, but shit like that, allowing fighters to go in dirty and cheap, that's killing boxing. Promoters trying to advocate for cheating ass boxers, like what we saw Eddie Hearn and Matchroom try to do for Conor Benn, trying to still let this man fight after trying to get himself pregnant with the Clomeds and shit. Trying to allow a cheating ass dude to go in there in the sport and compete in the sport where people can kill each other. That's bad for boxing. Putting people in a position to where rehydration clauses and catch weights exist. That's killing the sport of boxing. Allowing a fighter to be like, yeah, I'm the A side, therefore, since you bigger than me, but I want to fight you, I need a competitive advantage in the sport where you could die. So what I'm gonna do in this contract, I'm gonna make you fight at a catch weight. So I know you a 160-pound fighter. But see, I'm really a 147-pound fighter. So we're gonna fight at a catch weight of 155 pounds. We're going to fight at a catch weight at 155 pounds. Oh, and since I'm the A-side fighter, not only do you have to come down extra weight to catch weight, I need a rehydration clause to where the night of the fight, you can't fully hydrate yourself. You can't fully make yourself, up to the weight that you want to get to. So I can control how many waters you have. I can control the type of food that you eat. So I can do everything in my power, everything physically possible, mentally possible to make sure that I got a physical advantage over you in the sport where I get to punch you in your motherfucking face. Shit like that is bad for boxing. Right? Media members being allowed to be extremely inaccurate. See, in other sports, if you keep reporting shit inaccurately, somebody right there to take your motherfucking job, bro. Wojnarowski, Woj is what they call him in the NBA. If he too inaccurate, if he keep reporting shit and breaking news that's not true, then somebody at his helmet, there's somebody right there ready to take his job. If Adam Schefter in the NFL, if he report a trade inaccurately, if he tell you that a trade is about to happen and it don't happen, if he tell you that his sources is telling him this player gonna sign over here and the shit don't happen, guess what? It's somebody right there ready to take Adam Schefter's job. But in boxing media, these dudes can just make shit up. I watched Dan Raphael literally be like, yeah, target date for Spence and Crawford is now done. They targeting February of 2023. 3 hours later, Terence Crawford versus David Avenesian is announced. I watched Mike Coppinger throughout this whole Earl Spence Terence Crawford thing tell us they were fighting in September. He told her they were fighting in October. He told her they were fighting in November. He told her they were fighting in December. Then Terence Crawford and David Avenesian get announced. I watched this same Mike Coppinger tell us that Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao was all but done. It was done. Manny Pacquiao, Terence Crawford, they getting it popping. They got the venue, they got everything set aside for Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao. Bro, like you can't make this shit up. So that's another thing that's killing the sport of boxing. These wars between promotional companies is keeping us from seeing fights like Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Those are the types of things that are killing boxing. Much more than you could ever argue any YouTuber is killing boxing, whether you agree with them or not. YouTube is the one thing keeping this sport alive. YouTube is the lifeblood of this sport. If there is no YouTube, there's no one to talk about fighting. You can go to certain channels on YouTube and see hundreds of people listening to somebody talk about boxing. So Terence Crawford dead ass wrong on this instance, bro. And he been dead ass wrong and very contradictory a lot lately, which is why I said, man, look, you should just focus on your fight, bro. You should focus on this Avenesian fight that you got in a little less than a month, man, and just, let that be your focus. Because these interviews and tweeting out shit like this, it's nonsensical. It's nonsensical and then it makes no sense. YouTube is the only place that you can go where people talk about boxing every day, whether you agree or disagree with their opinions. It's the only place you can go for 24 hours out the day. Somebody's live on YouTube talking boxing. This platform is the lifeblood of this sport, man. And then you want to say killing boxing while not mentioning all the cheating. The judges in boxing, these scorecards that come out and you know they cheating. You know it's corrupt. You know they don't know what the hell they looking at. We got a fighter in Michael Fox that still has a loss on his record to Gabriel Mastery. Knowing that man beat Gabriel Mastery ass, bro. Robson Casasiao, Oscar Valdez. Not only was Oscar Valdez allowed to go into the fight dirty as a cheater, they also had the scorecards in his favor where Casasiao clearly won that fight, bro. Based on scoring criteria, if you really scored the fight properly. Referees stopping fights when they shouldn't stop fights. Not stopping fights when they should stop fights. Bad calls on a consistent basis. Every week, it seems like in boxing, there's a fight you can point to where the scorecards were trash, or there's a fight you can point to where the referee was trash, or both. Almost every week. Shit like that is killing the sport. So, you know, it is what it is. You can think what you want. But to me, YouTube is the only thing keeping boxing alive, bro. Keeping it relevant. Keeping people talking about it. YouTube is the place where people with a passion for boxing come to get their boxing content. They don't go to ESPN for it. They don't go to CNN for it. They don't go to Fox Sports. You know what I mean? They go to YouTube. That's where people go that are passionate about the sport. They love the sport to listen to boxing. So, you know. Meanwhile, all this shit that I just named in this video, we don't bring that up. That's not killing the sport. Man, if y'all don't get all the way the hell out of here, bro, capping for this shit, man. Like I said, bro, this man's a walking contradiction, and he's better when he just fight. We was asking for Bud to talk, but now I see why he probably ain't talk. He need to go back to that, because the more and more he talks, the more we get to learn about him, and the more he just comes across as someone with a lot of views that are just dead ass wrong, and then a lot of cap, a lot of contradictory statements. Just, bro, just please, for the sake of your fans and for the sake of yourself, man, just focus on your fight, bro. Just focus on your fight. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Comment down below, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. And if you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And live shows Wednesday and Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Live shows every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's get it popping. Appreciate y'all watching. And with that, we up out of here. Peace out, y'all.